Namaste, and welcome back to Typical Monk. Last class, we sorted all of life into 5 kingdoms. Today, we walk through just one of them, the plant kingdom, from the simplest colored algae all the way up to the flowering angiosperms. It is a story of plants slowly conquering the land, one idea at a time. Here is today's path. 5 stops. First, algae and their 3 pigment classes. Second, Bryophytes, the amphibians of the plant kingdom. Third, Pteridophytes, the first vascular plants. Fourth, Gymnosperms and angiosperms. And fifth, NEET drills, that is assertion, match, and statement. Let us begin with algae, the simplest members. Algae are chlorophyll-bearing, simple, thalloid, autotrophic plants. The body is not divided into root, stem, and leaf. The green algae, Chlorophyceae, carry chlorophyll A and B and store starch. Think of Chlamydomonas, Bolvox, Spiragira, and Chara. The brown algae, Phaeophyaphae, carry chlorophyll A, C, and the pigment fucoxanthin, and store mannitol and laminarin. Laminaria, Fucus, Sargassum, and Ectocarpus. The red algae, Rhodophyceae, carry chlorophyll A, D, and R-phycoerythrin, and store Floridian starch. Polysiphonia, Porphyra, Gracilaria, and Gelidium. Now, step onto land with the Bryophytes. On the left is a moss, showing the leafy body below and a capsule held up on a stalk. Bryophytes are called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. They live on land, but they still need water to complete fertilization. The dominant plant body is the Gymnosperm, which is haploid. The sporophyte stays attached to it and depends on it partly for its food. The liverworts, like Marcantia, have a flat thalloid body and reproduce asexually by little buds called gemma, made inside gemma cups. The mosses, like Fernaria, Sphagnum, and Polytlecum, grow first as a creeping thread called the protonema, and then as an upright, leafy stage. Next come the Pteridophytes, a real leap forward. Pteridophytes are the first land plants with true vascular tissue, a real xylem and phloem, to move water and food. Here the dominant body is the sporophyte, which is diploid and it has true roots, stem, and leaves. Leaf-like sporophylls carry the sporangia. The spores go into a small, free-living prothallus, which is the Gymnosperm. Most are homosporous, but a few, like Selaginella and Salvinia, are heterosporous. And that is an early step toward the seed habit. Remember the examples: Selaginella, Equisetum, Pteris, Adiantum, and Marsilea. Now, the Gymnosperms, the first seed plants. Gymnosperms bear naked seeds. The ovules are not enclosed by an ovary wall, so the seeds lie exposed, and there is no fruit. The dominant body is the sporophyte, and they are heterosporous, making microspores and megaspores on separate male and female cones. Pollen is carried by the wind straight to the exposed ovule. There is no fruit and no double fertilization. In cycas, small coralloid roots hold nitrogen-fixing cyanobacteria. In Pinus, the roots carry a fungal partner called mycorrhiza. Keep the examples ready: cycas, Pinus, cedrus, ginkgo, and ephedra, and the giant redwood sequoia, the tallest tree. Finally, the angiosperms, the flowering plants that rule the land today. In angiosperms, the ovules sit inside an ovary, and after fertilization, the seeds are enclosed within a fruit. They range from the tiny wolfia to the towering eucalyptus, and they split into 2 classes, the dicots and the monocots. The male Gymnosperm is the pollen grain. The female Gymnosperm is the embryo sac, which is 7-celled and 8-nucleate. And only angiosperms show double fertilization. One male gamete makes the zygote. The other makes the triploid endosperm. Now, the high-yield points that NEET loves to ask. For algae stored food, green algae store starch, brown algae store mannitol and laminarin, and red algae store Floridian starch. In Bryophytes, the Gymnosperm is dominant and haploid. In Pteridophytes and every higher plant, the sporophyte is dominant. Pteridophytes are the first plants with vascular tissue and heterospory. In Selaginella and Salvinia, foreshadows the seed. Gymnosperms have naked seeds and no fruit, and Cycas has coralloid roots holding nitrogen-fixing cyanobacteria. For life cycles, most algae are haplontic. Bryophytes and Pteridophytes are haplodiplontic, and Gymnosperms and angiosperms are diplontic. 3 quick assertion and reason questions. Read both lines, then decide. Assertion: Bryophytes are called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. Reason: they need water to carry the male gamete to the egg. Both are true, and the reason explains the assertion. The answer is A. Assertion: in Gymnosperms, the seeds are enclosed within a fruit. Reason: their ovules are not enclosed by an ovary wall. The assertion is false. Gymnosperm seeds are naked, but the reason is true. The answer is D. Assertion: red algae can grow at greater depths in the ocean. Reason: our phycoerythrin absorbs the blue light that reaches deep water. Both are true, and the reason explains it. The answer is A. Let us match each organism to its group. Chlamydomonas goes with Coryphaceae, the green algae. Sargassum goes with Phaeophiae, the brown algae. Marchantia is a liverwort, a bryophyte. And Cycas is a gymnosperm, the one with coralloid roots. Read each statement and count only the correct ones. 1. In bryophytes, the gametophyte is the dominant phase. That is correct. 2. Pteridophytes lack vascular tissue. That is wrong. They are the first plants that have it. 3. Gymnosperms bear naked exposed seeds. That is correct. So 2 statements are correct, 1 and 3. 2 traps that catch students every year. The myth: all algae store their food as starch. The truth: brown algae store mannitol and laminarin, and red algae store Floridian starch. The myth: in Pteridophytes, the gametophyte is the dominant phase. The truth: the sporophyte is dominant, and the gametophyte is a tiny short-lived prothollus. Rapid fire. Answer in your head before the reveal. Answering before the reveal is exactly how NEET recall is built. Reserve food in brown algae, mannitol and laminarin. The amphibians of the plant kingdom, the bryophytes, the first plants with vascular tissue, the pteridophytes, coralloid roots with nitrogen-fixing cyanobacteria, Cycas, seeds enclosed within a fruit. Which group? The angiosperms. Let us tie the whole kingdom together in one breath. Algae, tallowed autotrophs, 3 classes told apart by pigment and stored food. Bryophytes, the amphibians, gametophyte dominant, needing water to fertilize. Pteridophytes, the first vascular plants, sporophyte dominant, and heterospory begins. Gymnosperms, naked seeds, heterosporous, and no fruit. Angiosperms, enclosed seeds and double fertilization. Next class, the morphology of flowering plants, the root, stem, leaf, and flower. From algae to angiosperms, you just climb the whole plant kingdom. Hold on to the pigments, the dominant phases, and the life cycles, and these become easy marks, one idea at a time, and you will crack NEET. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next class.